So just an update here. I got the cast aluminum off, and it no longer leaked from this cover. Now it's leaking from the PTO cover. So this is called the PTO cover. It's pretty dry here, just a little dirty, but you can tell that it's leaking from the gasket. So I could just buy the gasket or reseal it. You can tell it's leaking, and it's coming down here. Not a big leak, I can deal with it, but it's not worth it in my opinion. I'm getting ready to do an oil change right before my Glamis trip, so I want to get this fixed and do the new fluids in there and be good. I have the OEM cover here with the aluminum lining. Got the clutches done. Got the Evo clutch kit. So I doubt I'll be breaking any clutches anytime soon, or any belts. I went to the dealer and got a new gasket. This one's the old one, and I can show you the part number for that gasket. Is this one here. There's the price. It was about 10 bucks. Got it at Right Now. They're the only ones that had it in stock, and got it back together. The torque specs to these is 17 foot-pounds. These were, I believe they were like around 7 to 8 foot-pounds, but for sure these were 17 foot-pounds. So since I'm switching back to the stock housing, the O-ring that goes here is this one. So I went ahead and got a new one. There's a part number. It goes in there. And this one uses one too, but I had replaced that one last time. With this one goes in here. I don't have a part number for this one though. The other two things I need to do is, since I'm gonna be running this aluminum liner, I have to mark 2 little holes. One here and one there. I'm planning on using some type of silicone after I put the little 2 bolts, just to better waterproof it. It's a 1-piece. The fitment is almost exact. So it's not bad. It's made by, who did I go with? I went with EMP, Extreme Metal Products. Sent me that and a little sticker. Here are the bolts it's gonna use. Hopefully this doesn't leak. If it does leak, you'll see another of my videos, and I'll go ahead and either get the EVP or the Ibex PTO cover. It's more heavy duty. I don't think it's gonna leak, but you just never know. I'm also gonna be doing a oil change, just because it was leaking. It's not really due for one, but I just want to run fresh oil since I had the leak here, leak there. I checked the oil levels, that we were still running good, but I want to start fresh. So that's all happening today. Alright, so I'm pretty much getting ready to do my holes on this. So I got my Sharpie and I'm just gonna get it positioned how I want to run it. Mark my bottom hole. hold this down and mark this hole. This lining only takes 2 holes, so I only have to drill 2 of them. It comes with 2 bolts, 2 washers, and 2 nuts, locking nuts. So let me drill the holes. I'm gonna start off with this drill bit that is a 11/64. So I'm gonna start with this. You don't wanna go too big because you want the smallest hole possible in order to fill those bolts. And since I was doing work on the Can-Am and I'm replacing this one, this is an OEM housing. It's just easier for me to do it now before I install it. Once I install the clutches and stuff, then you wouldn't really have room. So you kinda have to remove the clutches to do these holes while it's on. But you should be able to drill these 2 holes without removing the actual housing. So let's do our first hole here. So I'm gonna go ahead and drill this one, and then I'll work them out a little bit. Right in the center of my marking, right about there. So I did end up going up a bit. I'm gonna try this one, which is 3/16. So let's grab our liner. Get this off of there. And so I got my ultra black gasket maker. You can skip this part. I'm just doing it just to try it out, prevent any leaks, or to seal it a little better. Don't know if it's gonna work, but peace of mind, I guess. This one in there. So that 3/16 is actually the perfect hole for this. So the drill bit 3/16 is what I recommend you guys use. Alright, and now the only other one I'm gonna put some gasket maker is on the washer itself. Just on the bottom side. Put that in there. Okay. In my hands, get my locking nuts. So you could use some Loctite on these, but since they're locking nuts, they really won't come off. I'm gonna hold this in place. And it looks like I might need a wrench for this one. I'm gonna grab a wrench because it's It's too close to the lip here for it to fit. Alright. Got my wrench. So you'll feel it when it feels just right. Gonna check this one. There we go. That should be good enough. So you see it there. And you see it there. So clean fit. Now I gotta get it installed and I'll show you guys when I'm done. So there it is. All I have to do now is throw my clutches on there. I did end up going with the seal there, the CRP. I had it before and I removed it, but I decided just to throw it on there. Got everything bolted on. Aluminum liner there. And I'm gonna throw on the clutches, get them torqued to specs, and we'll be ready to get going. So I got it all done. I just was not able to get the Can-Am running. The battery died. I was working on my 5150 whips that I'm gonna be running in Glamis. The other day I put these mounts on and I was testing the 5150 whips, and I think the battery went dead because of it. And it's still on the stock battery, so I'm not sure if I should upgrade to the big battery kit. So I got this thing charging. As soon as it charges, I'll turn it on and make sure everything's good.